Hey, can you see me? Because, I really couldn't see myself that good. But anyway, so welcome to episode 14. We are winding down. So now they got to go down to the Planette. Because Kendra, with her little fast tail, decides she ain't trying to come back because she done fell all in love with Asher. Now listen. Asher was totally heterosexual. He couldn't stay on that planet to begin with. But now Jillian on some kind of little vindictive mission. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn those notifications on and share this video. I'm a good entertainer. Y'all just got to give me a chance. So I'll see y'all on the other side. See you later. Introduction to the Planette. The Planette, a place for women, where women share ideas, where women contribute to a feminine society and community, educate one another, relate to one another. On June 1st, 1961, 34-year-old Ruby Severs was walking home from work one evening after finishing her shift at her job when she was encountered by a strange man. Ruby's husband did not come to pick her up because he was passed out intoxicated on the sofa at home, so she braved the 6 blocks to her house alone. She realized the man following her meant harm, so she began running. The street was quiet, and there was no one around to help her. She rounded the corner and found a door that led to an old warehouse and hurried inside, securing the door behind her. She was frightened and confused. She could only whisper the right words. Help me. Please help me, somebody. After those words, she closed her eyes. When she opened them, she was in a strange place, another world she had never seen before. She saw a beautiful beach with clean water and white sand. The waves of the sea crashed, having a calming effect on her soul. The skies were blue, the bluest she had ever seen. There was no one else in sight as she looked around and discovered there were many resources which she later used to build up the place, to make it more inhabitable, to make it a home. Oh, she was excited. Ruby returned to Earth shortly afterward and told her husband about the beautiful place she had been. But he did not believe her. Instead, he had her committed to an asylum. But she escaped, and she made her way back to the warehouse with hospital staff chasing her. She uttered those words, "Somebody help me." Yes, somebody help me. Instantly, she was transferred back to the planet she discovered. Later, Ruby returned to Earth and told her 27-year-old friend Jackie about the planet, and they returned together and began building a home they now call the Planette. Welcome to the Planette, where women rule, where girls learn, where there are no men. Episode 14, Scene 1. Jillian left her home that morning and headed to her car. Before she made it, Ruby stepped into her path. She was startled a moment before realizing who it was. Oh, well, now you want to talk? I'm not here for dialogue, but action. Jillian looked beyond Ruby and saw Andiette, Jackie, Dr. Fatima, and 3 defenders standing there. You people look very out of place here, Jillian quipped. She looked at Andiette and said, especially that one. We've come for Kendra, Ruby said, totally ignoring Jillian's insult and childishness. Well, she's not here. You are lying. Right now, she is sleeping on your sofa because your estranged husband has a girlfriend that does not wish for her to be at his home with your son. Andiette said, and Jillian could not figure out how Andiette knew that. You don't know anything, you little robotic freak. That's when Kendra's mother reared back and attempted to punch Jillian out. Let me go. Forget all that. I'm going to fry you, Jillian. Dr. Fatima and Jackie stopped Lena from hitting Jillian. You either let us in or we'll call the police and inform them that you are contributing to the delinquency of a minor. You think the cops are going to listen to a group of strange-looking characters? Lena slapped Jillian, taking everyone by surprise. Now you go get my daughter. Otherwise, we'll do it our way. Or I'ma do it my way. Jillian held her left stinging cheek. Your way? That's right. My way. Our way. I told you she's not here. You took my daughter and now you know what it feels like. Lena was about to hit her again, but Ruby grabbed her fist. Lena, that's too much masculine energy. It will draw attention. Ruby then looked at Andiette and added, Andy, sweetie, show Jillian how we can do things our way when we get no cooperation. Andiette concentrated on Jillian's front tire as red laser beamed from her eyes and her tire went flat. Ruby and the others watched. Ruby looked at Jillian and said, Our way or yours, Jillian? That little freak just flattened my tire. How dare you? Your way or ours, Jillian? I repeat. Jillian gave up. She led the group to her 3rd floor apartment. Kendra was sitting on the sofa watching TV. She was surprised to see her mother, who hurried over to her and sat next to her. Kendra, you okay? Yeah, Mom, I'm fine. Good. We came to take you home, Kendra. Kendra held up her proxy bracelet and said, Mom, if I wanted to go home, I can do it. Then why don't you want to come home? I love Asha. We get married. Lena was crushed to hear that. Kendra, you only 16. Well, Mom, you had me when you was 18, right? That was Kendra, I was not ready to be a mother, but I am. Unlike my father, Asher will be there for our child. Are you telling me you're pregnant? Mm-hmm. Lena looked back at the group. Everyone was disappointed. Lena took her daughter's hand and said, Listen, Kendra, honey, there could be a chance you're having a girl. If you are, you can stay on the Planette. I know that. I'm not leaving, Mom. Then I need to return to Earth. Lena, are you serious? Jackie asked. Lena nodded affirmatively. Yes, I cannot leave my child by herself. No telling what could happen to her. Although everyone was disappointed, they understood. Episode 14, Scene 2. The group fades back to the Planette, and Lena headed home to get ready to leave the world she had known for 11 years. Undiet, how did you know Kendra was at Jillian's house sleeping on her sofa? Did you see all of that with your special vision?
I did not.
Undiet answered. Then how did you know all of that?
Jillian's daughter Liz told me.
Oh, I see. They watched Undiet walk away, get into her vehicle, and drive off. Episode 14, Scene 3. Ruby paid Lena a visit before she left. Losing a defender was never in their favor. So many girls entered the academy and trained to learn how to defend Planette Krail. But it was not all about that. It was about the friendships and the love that grew as they worked together, especially those who dedicated their lives to protect the others. Hey, Ruby, come on in. Lena said after she allowed Ruby into the house. Once Ruby stepped in, she realized everything had been packed and the place had been clean. She looked around, noting the fact that Lena was not even leaving a trace of her or her daughter's existence. Lena, did you really have to pack everything? You didn't have to do that. Lena wiped her tears. What was I supposed to do? My baby is down there in that crazy world. I can't leave her. She tossed one of her blouses into the suitcase and closed it. These men they love to ruin our lives. Now, I know my daughter made a decision to have sex with that boy. I know, but I know. Come here, honey. Miss Ruby, I dedicated my life to protecting my child. Lena burst into tears. She could not finish her statement. I know, sweetie. I know. I know. Ruby put her arms around the young woman while she wept. Where did I go wrong? What did I do wrong, Miss Ruby? Honey, you did nothing wrong. You did not do anything wrong. You simply loved your child. Lena kept crying. Ruby kept on embracing her. They headed towards the front door. Lena was carrying her luggage and Ruby helped her. But wait, Lena, why don't you leave some of your things? You think I should do that? I think you'll be back. But what if my daughter has a boy? She's not going to leave him and return back here. And I can't return without her or my grandchild. This is love, Miss Ruby. Honey, love. It won't be a boy. Lena looked confused by her statement. Miss Ruby, not to be disrespectful, but how would you even know that? Okay. Undiet told me. How does she know? She knows the energy. When she was there, she felt a high dose of estrogen from Kendra. That's why I know you'll be back. The problem is that she doesn't want to come back. She thinks she's in love. That won't last. She will get tired of him. And did Andy tell you that too? No, she did not. So what makes you come to that conclusion? I'm an old woman. I'm a very old woman. We all get tired of men. That's why the population up here is growing. We're going to have to start having roommates one day and building apartments. Miss Ruby. Ruby hugged her again before saying, "Go down there, handle your business, and we'll see you and Kendra when you return." "Okay, Miss Ruby. Okay." Ruby watched her get into her car and drive to the airfield, where the shuttle would take her home. Ruby then got into her car and headed home. She had a meeting with Jackie and India that evening. Episode 14, Scene 4. But Planet Krail cannot accommodate men. It's not about what we want, Jackie. It's about the way the environment gets when they are here, Ruby explained before Dr. Fatima said, "My team have come a long way with the solution that reduces testosterone levels." Dr. Fatima's team had been on another trip to Earth to have it tested again. But what would be the point of that? We have to consider male babies that some of our women are pregnant with when they're escaping male abuse or homelessness. This is something we will have to one day be faced with and at least consider it. I get that, but let's ask Andiette what she thinks. Testosterone is dangerous, but think of the long-term effects this solution will have on an infant male child. We are, however, still in the very early stages, Jackie said before Ruby piped in. Well, very well then. Altering nature could be dangerous. Hormones that are generated through DNA are baked in. Diminishing that could cause other problems, like a problem that is soon to come. What problem? Indeed, what are you talking about? I am speaking of a problem that will kill millions. Kill millions? On Earth? Yes, and that is all I can see for now. The rest of the women looked around at each other. Episode 14, Scene 5. Pregnant? Kendra, I'm not ready to be a dad, Asher said. You did not say that 4 months ago. You did not say that 4 months ago. But I'm going to college next year. This can't happen. I don't want to get rid of my baby. Our baby, Asher. Our baby. Listen, that is your decision, Kendra, he said, walking away from her. She went after him. Hey, don't you run. Hey, I didn't get pregnant by myself, you know. I thought you wanted to marry me. I never said that, Kendra. You're delusional. This is another world down here. You lived up there on that planet most of your life. I cannot believe you're going to be this cruel to me. You came looking for me, remember? Wait a minute. I can't believe you came all the way down. You came all the way down here to planet Earth looking for me, remember? You know what? Liz told me about how nasty your father was to your mother. Now I see that fruit fell right under that tree. He slapped her. Don't you ever talk about my parents again. After that, he got into his dad's pickup and drove off. Kendra sunk down on the pavement and cried. Episode 14, Scene 6. Kendra, we can always return. If he's feeling that way about you, he doesn't love you. Lena, Kendra's mother, said. Maybe he was just upset, Mom. Kendra, you haven't been conditioned in the way of the patriarchy. I don't understand where this is coming from. But I'm still a girl. It's natural to want to be with a man. You right, a girl. And you talking about it being natural to be with a man? He's hurting you, honey. However, Kendra did not tell her mother that Asher slapped her. She knew her mother knew a few self-defense tactics and could take down Asher with only 2 maneuvers. Honey, look at me. Look at me. Kendra sat at the table playing with her food. Look at me. We are always welcome to return. How about it? Huh, Kendra? Lena said when her daughter looked up at her. Lena proffered her hand across the table. Kendra accepted her hand. When the doorbell rang, Kendra sprung up and hurried to the door. They had been in their apartment for a couple of months now. Asher stood at the door holding a bouquet of flowers. Kendra looked at him and at the flowers. I'm sorry. I just have a lot of stress right now. Kendra, who's at the door? When Lena saw Asher standing there, she lunged at him, but her daughter stood in the way. How dare you show up at my door, you little rascal? Mom, listen. Mom, just let me talk to him, please. Just let me talk to him. Lena calmed down. She wanted to choke Asher, and it showed in her face. The boy knew Kendra's mother did not come to play. She looked at her daughter again. Please, Mom, please. Lena did not say anything for long moments. Finally, she said, okay, I'll be in here, but I just want you to know that I don't like you, Asher. I don't like you. Kendra closed the door as she stepped into the hallway of the apartment. So now you want to give me flowers after the way you treated me yesterday? I'm sorry, Kendra, I'm sorry. I don't want to lose you. I don't want you to return to the Planette. I want us to be together. She stared at him before finally accepting the flowers. Now, y'all know that what Jillian did was wrong, okay? And now Lena got to go back to Earth and give up her posh and what they call it, soft life. Because her little fast daughter don't want to leave that dude alone, okay? She refused to come back. But we'll see what happens because it's about to get intense between Earth and the Planette. Some stuff about to go down. Y'all got to remember what year it is too. But I ain't going to tell y'all that. Y'all have a good night. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Like I said, good old-fashioned entertainment. Alright. Check y'all later. Bye.